Hello there, I'm Viking07 with a review of Netflix Optimus Prime and my custom trailer I made. Let's get started with the review. Starting off with the mini-cons. This here is Anorax, who is, well, a pterodactyl, as you could probably see. His wings can grow on a, what kind of joints even are these? I don't know, but they can go in and out. Head moves up that far and down that far. Well, that bit's more for transformation. And you need to pull out this piece just to get the head back up. Feet can kick, so that could be kind of funny. And then next up, shield drawn. Dang it, Anorax. Nope. Stay. Yeah. Your shield drawn. I don't really care for him. I like Anorax because pterodactyl, that's cool. Yeah, legs are on ball joints. So are his arms, and nothing in the head. Pretty boring to me. Here's Optimus Prime, who's just a cab-over engine truck. Probably Freightliner if it's because he's mostly inspired by his G1 look. Autobot symbol there. Smokestack. He can roll pretty well. I meant. Dang it. Now let's get a closer look onto the front. Just untab that. Here it is. Nice looking truck. Kind of a darker red and blue. Kind of like that. Greenish windows. That kind of looks like a Game Boy. Windshield wipers. Grill. Headlights. Weird looking windows. And I made this trailer just because I wanted to out of cardboard, and it just holds a bunch of, it's primarily just holds weapons. And it could hold Bumblebee, and it can hold a Bumblebee. I have the Studios version, but this is the same length, and because my Bumblebee's not transformed. So yeah, I'll just use my one step and fit in there. And let's get into some transformations. Let's start off with Anorax. You just fold his wings down, fold head in, fold feet up, and then pull out the axe handle. Yeah, still think Anorax is pretty cool. Then shield drawn. Connect the legs, push in the arms onto two, tab in the arms, and flip down the back end of the shield. Make sure everything kind of pegs in. And flip out. Just tap and done. Not a very intuitive transformation, but now Optimus. You want to start out by flipping out the feet, folding in those things, fold down the legs, and split them. And you'll want to open up these tabs, flip out the arms, and you'd want to pull these out and flip out the hands. Do the same on the other side. Flip up the top, flip out the head, and then you'll want to fold up these tabs, fold in the truck grill, fold it all in, and tab it in. You want to make sure that these bits here are folded. Then make sure everything's out of the way for a twist. Fold up what once was the front of the truck and fold in the wheels. And you know, and just make everything good. And here's Optimus Prime in his robot mode. And I think this thing looks great. I'm more of a movie fan, but oh yeah, also fold in those. But I can't knock you on Optimus. This figure looks amazing with a good amount of articulation. Let's get into that. You can, heads on a ball joint, can look down and up. Arms move out and they can move back, so you could do that if you wanted to. Maybe those are guns if you want. Arms are on elbows. That's a swivel. Hands are on a swivel. Torso can swivel, kind of gets in the way from that back section, which is removable if you want. You can move those in and out, up, forward, and back. Move the legs out, so you can do splits. Knees and ankles, which I did not know it had on first, and I just found randomly. So yeah, it's pretty good on articulation. And of course, you can give them Interax and shield drawn. Just put that in there. Axe and plug in this hole here into this hole. And now he has his weapons of Interax and shield drawn. Don't really care for these accessories. Them because they're fine. They're good enough. But now let's get... He also has his ion rifle, which could plug into the back on truck mode, but it's annoying to pull out. And you could tab it in there. Tab it in on his back. You just flip out that bit, and he can hold it. Just push it in there. Yeah, now he has a gun. Has his ion rifle. I think it looks pretty nice, all black. Yeah. One thing on Optimus, you can pull out, you can remove his, these are on hinges, so you could pull it out and it reveals the matrix of leadership, which is removable. Pretty nicely done. Hollow there. Metallic green and silver. What do you expect from a matrix? A metallic orange and silver with translucent green. The same kind on his window pecs. And a whole lot of, I made my own weapons for Optimus because you got an Energon axe, one more like from the movie. You could just put it in there, and he has a bigger axe. Maybe you'll just stab it in a Decepticon's head and pull out the entire head. And then you got you have two hooks on the Energon hooks from Revenge of the Fallen. You could just let's try this one. You could just slide it on. Just slide those on, and then he has hooks. And he has hooks here. For like climbing or ripping apart Decepticon faces. You know, typical hook stuff. Or amputating limbs just by ripping it off. Yeah. He has two arm swords from the first, second, and fourth movies. Just slide those on there. And he has swords on his hands. action. So we can stab or again decapitate. A lot of the movies were violent with Decepticon deaths. Nah, it was still cool though. I'm only using one hand. And finally, these last two weapons I made is another shield with flame decals based on Age of Extinction and The Last Night, and a sword from the same movies. Just slide that in there, and now he has a sword and a shield, which I mainly use for Optimus. So yeah, I'd say this is a nice figure. If you can find them, I'd recommend you get them. So yeah, that's it.